for 1 now. 4 of the last 6 seasons in 3 years in a row, the Bears have reached the top spot in the rankings. Trying to stay unbeaten tonight, hosting Alcorn State. We're ready to get things going here in the Farrell Center on a Monday of Christmas week. Flo Thamba controls the tip, and we are underway here in the Farrell Center.
Shout out to Flo Thamba for graduating. Major accomplishment. My man graduated. I remember when he came in as a freshman. Now as a senior, but shout out to Flo for graduation.
Ceremonies this past Saturday. He was gone out of town and said he's going to walk in May so his parents can be here. So really cool accomplishment. Drive in by Kendall Brown, baseline left. He banks it in. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Kendall Brown is down on the floor, taking a hard tumble after that bucket. Up, appears to be okay. Kendall Brown, the Big 12 newcomer of the week this week, coming out of the game at Oregon, a 78-70 win by the Bears on Saturday night in Eugene. He had 17 points, 15 in the second half, and was outstanding. He led that Baylor second half comeback.
Yeah, I mean, the way his ability to get in transition, play on the defensive end, rebound, just the overall athleticism of his game is super impressive. I mean, something that we really haven't seen that much from a freshman. I mean, we have some talented guys here, but I don't think we've seen too many like Kendall.
Brown grabbing the rebound. You saw the starters for Alcorn State, 1-9 on the season. Played a really tough national schedule. Linnell Henry, Darius Agnew, Keandre McGuire. He had 17 points, 15 in the second half, and was outstanding. He led that Baylor second half comeback.
Yeah, I mean, the way his ability to get in transition, play on the defensive end, rebound, just the overall athleticism of his game is super impressive. I mean, something that we really haven't seen that much from a freshman. I mean, we have some talented guys here, but I don't think we've seen too many like Kendall.
Brown grabbing the rebound. You saw the starters for Alcorn State, 1-9 on the season. Played a really tough national schedule. Linnell Henry, Darius Agnew, Keandre Montgomery, Mike Pajot, and Darius Agnew, the 5 starters for Coach Landon Bussey and Alcorn State. Coach Bussey in his second year.
Ability to get in transition, play on the defensive end, rebound, just the overall athleticism of his game is super impressive. I mean, something that we really haven't seen that much from a freshman. I mean, we have some talented guys here, but I don't think we've seen too many like Kendall.
Brown grabbing the rebound. You saw the starters for Alcorn State, 1-9 on the season. Played a really tough national schedule. Linnell Henry, Darius Agnew, Keandre Montgomery, Mike Pajot, and Darius Agnew, the 5 starters for Coach Landon Bussey and Alcorn State. Coach Bussey in his second year there. The Baylor starters, there they are. Adam Flagler in the backcourt. James Akinjo at the point. Matt Meyer, Kendall Brown, and Flo Thamba, the 5 starters for the undefeated Bears. 2 on the shot clock. He puts it up and in the paint. Just beat the buzzer. 2-pointer by Darius Agnew, the grad student out of Starkville, Mississippi.
That's a great move right there. The bump, avoided the charge. The bucket right there by Agnew.
Kenjo across the midcourt stripe, reach in near steal, but a foul is called on Mike Pajot, freshman from New Orleans. James Akinjo continues to lead the Big 12 in assists, averaging right at 6 per game. Well, what a great get by Baylor, the transfer from Arizona.
He was a great pickup. I mean, one of the best premier point guards in the portal. But I've been impressed with his playmaking. I mean, everybody knew he was a scorer coming into the season. But this is the best group of guys that he's been able to be around. And he's making everybody better. Getting those assists, throwing those lobs. He's been very impressive in his playmaking and his decision-making.
5 to shoot for the Bears. Flagler will fire a 3 and knock it down from straight away. 6-3, 6-2 Baylor lead over Alcorn State. 972nd game. Baylor has hit a 3-pointer 10th longest streak in the nation. It's kind of, taken for granted these days. He's going to hit at least one three-pointer, but saw a couple of those streaks end in the last couple of years.
When you just said that, I was thinking that. I was like, I feel like everybody makes a three every single game, right?
Right.
But you never think about that's only 10 people. There's 10 longer streaks than that. And I think that's common sense with the way the game is played nowadays, that you have to make a three, but apparently some teams don't make threes.
It's Landon Bussey, second-year head coach at Alcorn State. Was an assistant at Prairie View A&M prior to that. Thamba down low, surrounded. And ends up traveling in that double-team sandwich down under the bucket. I think Kentucky was one of the schools that had that streak snapped a couple of years ago.
Really?
Hard to believe, isn't it?
That's super hard to believe that you won't make a three in college basketball.
Right.
Especially with the way the game is played today.
Yeah, exactly. So we mentioned that, not to be taken for granted. It goes back to February of 1990, the last time Baylor had a game that they did not make a three-pointer. It's bounce pass, low post, out of bounds. Last touch by Kendall Brown. Ball stays with Alcorn. And on the shot clock, 17:01 on the game clock, first half. Just getting going. Baylor and Alcorn State in the Farrell Center. Drive, ball knocked away from behind. The quick hands of Matt Meyer leads to the turnover. Kenjo to Brown, pull up mid-range, shot no good. Brown still coming into the Farrell Center. Again on this Monday of Christmas week. Turnaround jump hook that is good by Darius Agnew.
We've seen two great hooks, great moves by Agnew right there. Good move, good footwork down low.
Kenjo, no look, bounce pass leads to the slam by Thamba.
There's a playmaker from Kenjo again, being able to get to the paint, find the open man, great bounce pass for the easy flush.
And an 8-4 lead for the Bears. Baylor at 10-0, one of 6 teams in the nation, still undefeated on the year. There's a turnover or an illegal screen called against Alcorn. What a great pass, King.
Great dish. Good decision making, seeing the two defenders. Flo's man stepped up, easy dime for James Akinjo. Technical foul already.
Wow, that goes on Coach Bussey or the Alcorn bench. Find out.
But you just want to make sure if his conference play creeps up that he's 100% healthy, he's 100% ready to go, because he's been playing terrific. The basketball he's been able to play has been great. He's shooting the ball well, has provided a huge spark from Baylor off the bench.
So play resumes with Baylor shooting technical free throws. Adam Flagler at the line. We found out Doug Sermons came and relayed to us the technical foul was on Landon Bussey, the head coach for Alcorn State. And Flagler hits one of 2 free throws, 9-4 the Baylor lead, and Bears will now inbound the ball far side court. Coach Bussey getting his money's worth here early in the game. Bears inbound. Swarming defense. Flagler, the alley-oop to Kendall Brown for the flush.
Throw it up anywhere, and Kendall Brown will go get it. That athletic freak. That's what he is. That man right there can fly with the best of them.
Well, he can get up off the floor, can he?
For real.
Great example there. That was Flagler on the assist. We've seen James Akinjo and Kendall Brown develop a real chemistry here early in this season. Down low, that is Agnew again. He's got all 6 of the points for the Braves.
Agnew was down there going to work.
It's 3 of 4 from the floor. Nobody else has made a shot. 11-6, Bears on top. Kenjo looks to drive, kicks into the corner to Brown, back outside. Matt Meyer will drive. Ooh, and it'll be a player control foul. Offensive foul on Matt Meyer.
Oh, I don't know if I like that one. Throw it up anywhere. Kendall Brown will go get it. That man has some springs in his legs.
And he's so smooth, King. He just glides up the floor. Here's a steal on the inbounds by Baylor. Flagler jumper in the paint is no good, but he is fouled. Foul's going to be on Linnell Henry.
I think another part of Kendall Brown's game is how fast he is. There's a few times last game, and I was like, oh, my goodness. Like, his ability to get from half court to the rim in about 1 second is just crazy.
Linnell Henry whistled for the foul. That is his second personal. It is the 5th team foul in Alcorn State. Might have been the point of contention for Coach Bussey with our officials. Free throw is good. That is Paul King onto the floor for Alcorn State, 6-foot sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana. Flagler good on both free throws. Now some backcourt pressure by Baylor, something we haven't seen a lot of. King, and we got 2 games left before Big 12 play starts. They're just maybe working on some things.
Yeah, I mean, this is the game you like to work on things, and considered a quote-unquote bye game, but you want to work on things you probably never worked on, so when conference play comes, you can implement those things and you get better at them.
Well, and it leads to the turnover. Alcorn got it across the midcourt stripe, then threw it away far side of the floor, so turnover Braves. Baylor's ball leading 13-6. 14:40 here in the first half. There's riding some impressive streaks. We'll tell you about those coming up in a bit. One of those, the longest active win streak of any school in the nation, going back to last season. Akinjo for 3 from the right side. James Akinjo could dish it out. He can shoot it when he's got the open opportunity, and he had it right there. Tchatchoua looks to drive, kicks it back. Good strong drive, layup, no good. Jonathan Tchatchoua grabs the rebound. How about Akinjo? Another no-look pass for another assist to Kendall Brown.
Great find right there, great dime. Could have maybe threw it to Flag, so Flag could throw the lob, but great decision.
Transition bucket for the Bears to go up 18-6. 7-0 run by the Bears. Snapped by that three-pointer. Tchatchoua the 3, the freshman from New Orleans. This bucket makes it 18-9. The only player other than Agnew to score. Official's going to stop play here. Well, that was another coach's box warning. I think that's what started, or what led to the technical earlier. Coach Bussey.
Great 3 on the other end. Want to stay in this ball game, you have to be able to make shots.
So the Bears inbound, now 20 on the shot clock, leading 18-9 over Alcorn State. Akinjo working against Tchatchoua on the perimeter. Meyer back on the floor. Launches a 3, it's no good. John Tchatchoua, the rebound and the putback for the Bears.
Great
Everyday John.
Great move right there, the ability to get the rebound, take the contact or draw the contact and finish with the left hand. Great move by Everyday John.
6'8", 245-pound junior from Cameroon. Works really hard. He and Flo Thamba have that post position locked down. The runner by Keandre Montgomery. His first 2 of the night, 6'7" freshman from Jackson, Mississippi. Alcorn has now hit 4 of their last 5 shots. Dale Bonner on the floor for the Bears. Bonner may get some extended minutes tonight without L.J. Cryer being available. Missed on that 16-footer. Alcorn State takes the rebound the other way.
It's a good thing right there.
20-11.
It's a great thing right there. Dale Bonner being able to get those extra minutes, build up his confidence, let him see the ball go in a few times, let him get some reps, because you might need him down the stretch.
Tchatchoua up for the jumper over Bonner. Shot no good. Tchatchoua clears the boards for the Bears. Akinjo in a hurry up the floor. Banker is good by James Akinjo. Bears lead at 22-11. They've doubled up the score on Alcorn State. Pass stolen away by Jeremy Sohan. Another athletic freshman for the Bears. Sohan and Kendall Brown have been dynamic. Tchatchoua 3, and he's got it. That's a guy that worked on his three-point shooting the whole offseason, and the coaches have given him the green light.
Yeah, I mean, when you put in the work, that's what happens. You get the green light, and it's showing off right there. If he can knock that down consistently, I think it changes the game for Baylor, because now you can kind of sort of go 5 out and have a pick and pop big instead of a pick and roll all the time. Throw the defense off, give a different look.
5 points by Tchatchoua here early. Agnew misses down low. Here's having covered up, muscles it up, shot no good. Meyer clears the boards. 2 Braves are down on the floor. Baylor looks to take advantage. Bonner drives, layup, good by Dale Bonner.
Good take right there. Off the pump fake, able to get the angle. Easy layup right there from Dale Bonner.
Everyone getting into the act for the Bears, who lead at 27-11. 10 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the half. Runner from the right side finds the mark. That is Joshua with another bucket for Alcorn State. He's got 5. Akinjo firing from three-point range. No good. Agnew clears the boards. They'll walk it up this time. Baylor leading 27-13. Final game before the Christmas break for the Bears. Get a few days off and then come back. Host Northwestern State on the 28th. There's an air ball out of bounds. Agnew can't save it inbounds. Baylor's ball when we come back. Exactly 10 minutes to play. First half. Baylor with the early lead, 27. 27-13, top-ranked team in the nation. Baylor leading Alcorn State. Play resumes. Bears will inbound. Going to face some full-court pressure by the Braves. Morris, former Baylor standout King McClure, courtside in the Farrell Center. King, I know if you had your choice, being here or on the floor, I know you'd be out there.
Yeah, I definitely miss playing.
Flagler fouled on the turnaround attempt. Foul's going to be charged to Mike Pajot. Flagler's going back to the line. He's been there, this is 3 times now to the stripe, isn't it? You know, no L.J. Cryer. We mentioned that early, just precautionary reasons sitting out. But that sort of plays with your rotation that you're trying to get set this time of year also, isn't it?
Yeah, it really does. But the good thing is, Baylor has so many guys that they can go to on the bench. It's not a bad thing, because I mentioned earlier, Dale Bonner gets a chance to go out there and play, get minutes, get reps, gain confidence in these type of games, because he really hasn't played much. So now that he's seeing the floor and able to gain that confidence when conference play comes, and when his name is called, because you never know when it'll be called, but when his name is called, he can go out there and produce.
Bonner whistled for the foul in the backcourt. There he is. Baylor working on that full-court press. Dale Bonner is a 6'2 junior from Shaker Heights, Ohio, a transfer from Fairmont State. Nice dish and the drive, and it's Thamba who gets called for the foul. First personal on the Bears' big man, Flo Thamba.
Let's see, was it a charge or not? Let's take a look at it.
And plenty of heads up there that guy was making a beeline for the bucket. Yeah, maybe sliding a little bit.
Yeah, he slid. I think that's the right call.
Shooting free throws, Dominic DJ Bruton, a junior from Cincinnati. Comes Ladarius Marshall, goes by Crunchy on the floor.
Crunchy.
6'7 junior from Jackson, Mississippi.
I wonder why they call him Crunchy.
Do not know. 2 free throws, it's 29-14, Bears on top. 9.5 minutes to play, first half. From the Farrell Center in Waco, Texas, Baylor and Alcorn State. Flagler feeds Kendall Brown. Bonner to Meyer around the perimeter. Back to Bonner, who puts the ball on the floor. Brown a 3, left it short. Out of bounds off Baylor and over to Alcorn.
Not really a strength to Kendall Brown. He can do it, but it's not one of his strengths. I think that definitely will be an area of improvement for him this offseason. Must be able to shoot the 3 ball consistently.
About that game a week or so ago, Villanova here in the Farrell Center, 35 NBA scouts at that game.
Wow.
35.
There's a reason why. Baylor has a lot of NBA talent, a lot of guys who can go to the next level and be successful.
Scott Drew certainly knows how to develop players, he and his staff here at Baylor. Ron Tang, associate head coach. Alvin Brooks, John Jacobs, entire staff. So the turnover by Alcorn gives Baylor the ball. Flagler brings it into the front court. Bears set up their offense. Under 9 minutes to play, first half here in the Farrell Center. Bonner pull up, 16-footer is good. Smooth looking shot by Dale Bonner.
Good pull up. He has 4 points right now. He's able to get to the cup. Good pull up, shooting shots, taking shots. Almost got a steal right there.
He dove after it and saved it in bounds. What an effort by Bonner. That was tremendous.
Talking about all of the shot attempts. Don't hurt yourself, Dale Bonner.
Great hustle by Bonner. Did save it in bounds to Alcorn. Shot no good, then a foul on the follow attempt. So Thamba is going to be whistled for his second personal foul.
Well, back to the point I was making. He's making shots, getting in the passing lane, doing things like this. He's just looking confident, and that's what he needs. He needs confidence. How do you build confidence? By being on the court, being able to play, being able to get minutes. This is where you build your confidence, and right there, that is very impressive. Coach Drew is definitely going to put that in the film because Coach Drew likes things like that.
Exactly.
Extra hustle. So that is how you build your confidence, and he's gaining this confidence. You can slowly see it.
Foul on Thamba puts Darius Agnew at the line. First one was off, second one too strong. Thamba the rebound for the Bears. Baylor up 31-14 on Alcorn. Alcorn State 6-13 a year ago, the COVID-shortened season. Foul on the perimeter charged to DJ Bruton. They were 6-7 in the SWAC. Picked fifth in out of 6 schools in the West Division of the SWAC this year. Kendall Brown goes to the free throw line. 2 new members in the SWAC this year, Bethune-Cookman, Florida A&M. So now 12 schools, and they split into 2 divisions.
Shout out to the SWAC, the HBCUs.
Kendall Brown at the line for the Bears. Here's the preseason poll. All 12 of them listed there together, and Alcorn State 7th out of 12. Texas Southern picked to win it.
Didn't Texas Southern just beat somebody? Somebody big. I think it was Florida, maybe. Texas Southern just got a huge dub. Shout out to the HBCUs. It was Florida. There we go.
Big win.
Yeah, big win at Florida. Shout out to the HBCUs.
Couple of free throws, 33-14. Baylor on top. Drive, bucket, and a foul. There'll be a chance at a 3-point play. The free throw will come after a media timeout. 7:57 to play. The first gen, Brad Livingstone, saying hello to the Arandas. What a great job Coach Aranda has done. 2-7 last year, COVID-riddled year, to 11-2 conference champions this year.
That's impressive. I mean, it doesn't matter what sport you're in, doesn't matter what level, that is impressive. The turnaround, hey, him and Coach Drew, they have the secrets to success. I don't know what it is, but they need to share it with me because they know the recipe to win.
First time in Big 12 history, Baylor University right now is the defending Big 12 champion in the same calendar year for men's basketball, women's basketball, and football. It's never happened before.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. I mean, Baylor's hot right now. No school hotter than Baylor. Proud to be an alumni.
Same here. I agree with you. Shot clock at 15 for Alcorn. Content to run a little clock. There's a drive in, double team help. Dish, bucket is good by Mike Peugeot. Makes it 33-19. And now the full court pressure. Long pass to Sohan. Sohan, the alley-oop to Tchatchoua for the flush.
Air John, everyday John, whatever you want to call him, he can get up.
That's taking advantage of the press in the backcourt. You throw long, and then you've got them outnumbered.
It's also what happens when you have a guy like Jeremy Sohan playing your four who can bring the ball up and make great decisions. Good defense. Tough shot.
Short jumper, that is good. That's a tough shot by DJ Bruton with Kendall Brown checking him defensively. Makes it 35-19. Bears on top. 6.5 minutes to play, first half. Alcorn's hit their last 3 shots from the floor. Zone defense by Alcorn. Kenjo, cross court to Flagler. The corner to Sohan for 3, and it's good. Jeremy Sohan, the freshman. Talked about that dynamic freshman duo for the Bears of Sohan and Kendall Brown. Also, Langston Love would be part of that group, but hurt his knee in a preseason scrimmage and is out for the season.
I love everything about Jeremy Sohan's game except his hair. I'm not feeling the gray, blue, the teal. My man is a rainbow when it comes to his hair.
Oh, look at that fast break. Flagler, the assist to Tchatchoua for another 2. That's a fast break run to perfection by the Bears. Yeah, we asked him the other day at lunch in Oregon. I said, what do you call that? What color is that? He said, I don't know. You know, he's got that British accent.
I don't know.
I said, blue, gray, smoky. I said, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Look, honestly, I don't know what's worse, the mullet by Matt or Jeremy Sohan's hair. I don't know which one's worse. I'll let you decide. Which one?
How about Jonathan Tchamwa Tchatchoua, the beneficiary of some really nice assists.
Air John, this is what he does. Lob it up, throw it up, doesn't matter where. He's a dynamic athlete. The energy that he brings, everything that he does, how hard he plays every single game, game in, game out. That's a skill.
16-6, Baylor outscoring Alcorn in bench points. Rebounding, the advantage is Baylor's as well, 10-7. The 3, left corner, that is good. It's going to roll in for Paul King. And the touch from the left-hand corner makes it 40. I only put 2 up there. I think it's I thought that was a 3-pointer. We'll see. Tchatchoua underneath is fouled. Check and see. Right now they just put 2 up on that last shot. First family looks on from the Farrell Center. President Linda Livingstone, Brad Livingstone, Shelby Livingstone. Baylor with the big news last couple of weeks. Now a Tier 1 research university, something that everyone has worked very, very hard to achieve.
John, educate me. What is that?
Let's get President Livingstone over here, and she could educate both of us on.
I have no idea what that is.
It is top tier. Let's say that. You know how our athletics are top tier.
Yeah.
So now, as a research university, we're top tier also.
Oh, we get it done on and off the court. There we go.
But Baylor shooting free throws tonight. Really good at the line so far. 10 of 11. They struggled at the line. Just 8 of 18 in the win over Oregon on Saturday. Nice fast break run by Alcorn leads to the easy bucket for Darius Agnew. He's got 8 here in the first half.
Darius Agnew's actually playing pretty well. I mean, the aggressiveness, he's not intimidated, he's not scared, he's battling down low. He's playing really well.
Team that has played Gonzaga this year on their home floor. Played in some big venues against big programs. Kenjo with 5 to shoot. To Sohan, steps into a 3. Shot too long, no good. Rebound Bruton for Alcorn. Braves have now hit their last 5 shots in a row from the floor. Pass off the hands of Agnew, stolen away. Bounced off his hands, Flagler takes it for Baylor. Kendall Brown to a Kenjo. Shot no good, right corner. Oh, man, here's Tchatchoua showing a little style with the dish for the flush for 2 for the Bears.
Great dish, but the springs. Was able to jump off, leap off the ground super quick. You don't see that too often.
30-second timeout called by Landon Bussey and Alcorn State. For 3:18, that'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside. 3:18 to go. First half. Leonard, her son Ryan, introduced at a formal press conference 1 week ago today. Michelle Leonard takes over a program that is on very solid footing as she takes over for Paul Jobson, who retired. Coach Jobson said the Lord was leading him to do something new. So left after 14 years here at Baylor, 9 as the head coach. And we welcome Michelle Leonard to the Baylor family. Alcorn out of the timeout. It's a 3 attempt that is no good. Chased by Linnell Henry. Can't catch up to it. The ball goes over to Baylor. Landon Bussey signaling in the play from the sideline. Getting that full court pressure. Baylor's getting a lot of work against full court press tonight.
That's good. When you get in the conference play, you run against teams like Iowa State or West Virginia, but you're prepared for them.
Flagler, long range 3. Shot's no good, out of bounds. Will stay with the Bears. Kenjo will inbound. Kenjo, Flagler, Brown, Sohan, and Tchatchoua, the 5 on the floor. Bounds it comes to Jeremy Sohan. Foul line extended, missed that one, didn't look good. Ball goes over to Alcorn State. 2.5 minutes to play before halftime. This game tonight, game on the 28th for the Bears here against Northwestern State. And then it's Big 12 time. January 1st, Big 12 opener for the Bears against Iowa State. Could very well be a top 10 matchup in Ames to open Big 12 play. Baylor and Iowa State, 2 of the 6 unbeatens in all of college basketball.
It's a different Iowa State team than we're used to seeing. Those guys play extremely hard. They compete on the defensive end. That freshman point guard, Tyrese Hunter, probably one of the better defenders that you'll see in the conference. Iowa State is good.
Yeah. It's evidenced by their 11. Are they 11-0 right now? Yeah, they are 11-0 on the season.
And they beat some really good teams. So don't get it twisted. Those guys can really hoop. And last year, they were horrible. They were terrible. They did a few of their games, absolutely horrific to watch. But this year, those guys are a completely different ball club. DJ Altenberg is a great coach.
Now, they've beaten Memphis. They've beaten Iowa. They beat Iowa. A couple of other ranked wins already.
They beat Xavier.
Xavier, exactly. Yeah, New York. Flagler, the beneficiary of that fast break assist. Baylor dials it up to a 48-26 lead over Alcorn State. Pass back out on the perimeter. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in the first half. Step back 3, and that one is good. DJ Bruton, the junior from Cincinnati, knocks down the triple.
Tough shot by Bruton. He's hit a few tough shots.
Bears bring it up, 48-29. You can see this Alcorn State team is not in awe of playing #1 team in the nation.
And no, I mean, that's the thing. You come into a arena like this, you're playing this #1 team, the way to play is don't be scared. Attack, attack, attack. The more timid you are, the other team smells blood. They can take over easily. Go attack, play fearless, see what happens.
Meyer, Flo Thamba back on the floor. Final 37.2 seconds of the first half. And it's Alcorn's ball to bring up the floor. Trailing 48-29 to Bears. Bruton across the midcourt stripe. Picked up by Matthew Meyer. On the switch, Sohan has it. 6 seconds difference in the 2 clocks. There's Flagler with the steal over his shoulder to a Kenjo. Whoa, the dish to Thamba. How about that fast break by the Bears?
Great find in transition. James Akinjo being that point guard, and on the other end, Bruton again.
It's a bucket and a foul. A chance at a three-point play coming. Matt Meyer, so for his second or third personal foul.
Great find from Everyday John, and on the other side, James Akinjo avoiding the charge. Kick to Flo Thamba, setting his big man up for the easy flush.
It is the third personal on Matt Meyer. The free throws with 5 seconds to go in the half. Meyer to Akinjo. All knocked away at midcourt. The shot off the backboard, no good, and we reach halftime. Bears put half 100 on the board in the first half. Score at the intermission, Baylor 50, Alcorn.
Taking buckets for the Suns, who were on a hot streak just like Baylor.
I like that. Speaking of hot streaks, here are some of the streaks Baylor has going. Hey, Ish, glad you're tuned in tonight. Baylor has the longest winning streak in the nation now, 16 straight wins. That's 19 straight at home. That's a new Farrell Center record. 34 straight non-conference victories for the Bears. 8 straight against AP top 10 teams. Those are some impressive streaks.
Yeah.
Bears look to continue tonight.
Very impressive. The one I'm most impressed with as far as games this year is the Villanova game.
Yeah.
The way they were able to just dominate. I didn't have to watch it because I was doing the game, but they were absolutely dominant from the highlights I watched and from the stats. I was impressed with that one.
Held them to 36 points, lowest in the Jay Wright era at Villanova.
I mean, that team is good. And honestly, it might have led to the Villanova demise of Villanova, because they turned around and got smacked by Creighton the very next day, or next game. So, I don't know. Impressive.
Yeah, very much so. That was Matt Meyer with the foul, his fourth personal, so he'll have to sit 20 seconds into the second half. He's got 4 fouls. Jeremy Sohan re-enters for the Bears. And it's Keandre Montgomery shooting free throws for Alcorn. Montgomery, a transfer from Mississippi State. That free throw is good. A couple of free throws to open the second half by Montgomery. It's 50-33. Bears on top. That full court pressure again by Alcorn. Bears break it. Oh, Kendall Brown's pass deflected in there. He was trying for the alley-oop to Thamba, but the pass got deflected and ultimately stolen away. Byron Joshua dribbling on the perimeter for Alcorn. Ball to Linnell Henry. Agnew. Agnew was big scorer for Alcorn in the first half. Led them. Actually, Bruton ended up with 11. Alcorn, Montgomery had, or Agnew had 8. Bears on the run out. Sohan for an open 3, and it's no good. A little bit long. Peugeot with the rebound. Minute and a half into the second half. Bears looking for their first points here in the second half. Alcorn trails by 17. Braves 1-9 on the season. Flagler with defense on Montgomery. Whoa, Flo Thamba swats that one away. Big time block by Flo Thamba. And he gets the feed at the other end. Running the floor. The block at one end, the bucket at the other.
You said it. Great block, sprint down. Once again, James Akinjo setting up his big fella to look good.
How about that? You get rewarded, don't you, if you're a big man and you run the floor as well as he does?
Yes, you do. Hold it down on the defensive end. Get easy offense on the other end.
52-33. First points to the second half for Baylor. Joshua. Ball to Henry. Baseline jumper, no good. Sohan the rebound for the Bears to Kendall Brown. Shovels the ball forward to Akinjo. His shot no good, but Sohan is there to clean it up. His shot rolls off, no good. A couple of opportunities. That trip down, Bears come away empty.
James probably should have kicked that one out. Shot it, Tough shot, not very big down there. Should have kicked that one out. Good pass.
Nice bounce pass. Missed the layup. Follow up by Agnew was no good. I don't know how Montgomery missed that shot. Here's a Tchatchoua running the floor. The finger roll is good for 2. A flop warning against Alcorn. Done a lot of games this year. How much are you seeing that call?
I mean, you're actually seeing it quite a few, actually. They're just trying to take flopping out the game, which I get it, but sometimes I think the ref's a little petty with it. I don't think that everything that players do is necessarily flopping. If it's obvious, yeah, right there, James got pushed. I mean, that's an obvious push. But to each his own, I guess it's just a matter of perspective.
34-33 is the Baylor lead. Agnew wheels in the paint. Shot no good, and Thamba whistled for the foul. Flo thought he got hooked there, but instead he picks up his 3rd person.
Agnew has some moves down there. He's tough, has a nice fake, nice shoulder fake. Big bruiser, able to bang down there with Flo. Agnew can really play. He's having a great game.
8 points, 5 rebounds for Agnew. Free throw is right down the middle. Nothing but net on that free throw, which reminds me to ask you, how's your dad doing?
I like how you did that.
Yes, sir.
He's doing much better. He's slowly getting better, but it's a process. He's moving, able to talk, do things by himself. Still has that sense of humor, still super funny. But I'm glad he's progressing. Getting better. Thanks for asking.
That's good. You tell him you're praying for him.
Probably watching. Shout out to my pops.
Miss him being here in the stands, cheering you on.
Yeah.
Nice bucket by Jonathan Tchamwa. Tchatchoua kept his balance good enough to get that bucket. Tchatchoua at 13 points, 5 rebounds on the night. Still with 16 minutes to play. That's a tie up there. Flagler reaches in and ties up Henry. And the possession arrow favors the Baylor Bears. Flagler's getting a lot of minutes on the floor tonight. No L.J. Cryer. He is out. Nothing serious, just precautionary to rest that foot. He's got his right foot in a boot. Flagler's getting a lot of minutes. Dale Bonner had some good quality minutes first half. Flagler, 3, no good.
Flagler's a guy I think that has not really gotten going this season. He is so talented. When I was playing against him this summer, my guy has a full bag full of tricks. The guy's really good. He can really, really hoop, and probably one of the best guards in the Big 12, but he hasn't really shown it yet. And I think when the Big 12 conference starts, I think that's when he's going to really just come into his own and really show everybody what he can really do.
Nice pass on baseline. Banker, no good. Tchatchoua the rebound. Go watch the first half of the Oregon game. There's Sohan on the feed from Brown. He's fouled. First half of the Oregon game, 15 points for Adam Flagler, and he finished with 16 on the night. But he kept Baylor in the game in that first half. Timeout here comes with 15:13 to play.
Out. Look at Air John run. Everyday John, Air John, whatever you want to call him, he's going to dunk the ball and show out every game.
High-flying Bears have a 56-35 lead over Alcorn State. Play resumes with Jeremy Sohan at the free throw stripe for Baylor. True freshman out of Milton Keynes, England. 6'9", 230-pound freshman. Two free throws there. Ups the lead to 57-35. Baylor leading Alcorn State. 15 minutes to play in this second half. Next to last game before Big 12 play begins for these Bears. Oh, wow. Tinio Petty's going to say that was a foul.
I think that ball slipped. Let's take a look. Oh, let's see.
All right. Minimal contact there.
Yeah, that's not a foul.
dislodged the ball a little bit from his hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a foul. That's not enough to get that call.
Montgomery at the line. First one no good. Wade 6 of 11 shooting free throws so far this evening. At 7 of 12. And the lead is 21 again for the Bears, 57-36. Kenjo steps into a three, left wing, and he gets the shooter's bounce. Good looking shot, right on line from our location. Bears have their biggest lead of the night, 60-36. And a half minutes on the clock. Alcorn attacks. Here's a Kenjo with the steal on the perimeter and the lay-in at the other end.
Good awareness right there. Kenjo is known to gamble. That time it paid off. Got in the passing lane, easy layup.
Here's a Kenjo, 12 points now, 6 assists in the game. Had a couple of double-doubles this year, first 2 of his collegiate career. Started at Georgetown, to Arizona, now here at Baylor. Got misses off to the right of the rim by Paul King. Kenjo leads the charge. That one will be a turnover. Shot it past Kendall Brown out of bounds.
Kenjo getting in the passing lane. Easy layup on the other end. What happens? Let the defense turn into easy offense.
Baylor enjoying their biggest lead of the night here with 13:25 to go. Into the paint, falls down, saves the possession. And can't save it that time. Ball knocked away and stolen by a Kenjo. Another steal for the Baylor grad transfer guard. Feeds Dale Bonner for 3. That one rims out, no good. Bonner we got to hear from at halftime. Getting some significant minutes tonight. He's got 4 points. Marshall with the ball, top of the key. Gives it to Henry. Oh, nice pass underneath for the slam.
I don't know about the celebration, but great dunk right there.
Darius Crunchy Marshall punches that one for 2. 62-38. Everyday John, a three-pointer, his second made 3 tonight. That is a new career high for Jonathan Tchatchoua.
What a luxury. You take Flo out the game, but you can bring in Everyday John, who can do multiple things, can step out, shoot the 3, can guards on the perimeter. It's a luxury to have a big like that on your bench.
It also gives him a career high in scoring with 16 points. So a career high night for Tchatchoua, sitting at 16. Bears go for the alley-oop there, and Sohan overshoots Kendall Brown. Gets us to a timeout, under 12 minutes to play. Second half, Baylor leads 65. 8 rebounds tonight, 6 of 6 from the floor, including 2 of 2 from three-point range. That's a career high in threes and in points for Jonathan Tchatchoua. He's on the bench. Matt Meyer is back out there. Matt will play with 4 fouls. 11:46 to play in the game. There's up big, 65-38. King dribbles top of the key, tries to bounce it, saved in bounds, but a turnover by Alcorn. Meyer on the right wing. Dale Bonner, nice pass. Thamba flushes it for 2. Beautiful assist by Dale Bonner. Bears go up 67-38. And there's another turnover, self-inflicted. Byron Joshua dribbles that off his foot and out of bounds.
Dale Bonner in transition, able to find the open man, the open Flo Thamba. Flo doing his job, running. Great finish.
Turner driving to Thamba again. Into the paint, muscles it up and in. The big man with the bucket for 2.
Flo Thamba saying, hey, Eric John is not the only person that can come out here and give buckets.
Thamba in double digits, 10 points tonight. So that post tandem, 10 for Thamba and 16 for Tchatchoua. Thamba holds his ground, shot no good. Sohan rebounds for the Bears. Sohan on the run out to Thamba again. And he gets another bucket. Another flop warning on that play. That is now a career high for Thamba in points. He's got 12 this evening. So career high scoring for Thamba and Tchatchoua tonight.
The bigs putting in work down low, but the guard's making it easy for him and rewarding the big man for running.
(71-38) is the Baylor lead. Still 10 minutes to go in this game. Bears don't look like they are looking ahead to a Christmas break at all, do they? What's Coach Drew say to you guys? Last game before Christmas.
That you can either have a, what he say? You can either have Christmas or a Merry Christmas.
Right.
Which means that if you go into the break with a loss, then you're just having a regular Christmas. You go into the break with the win, you're on a high spirit. You have a Merry Christmas. Normally, and it also means if you come back from the break, practice won't be too hard. You just can't eat too much during that Christmas break because you will feel it. First practice back is always a little bit more conditioning, just so you can work off the extra weight that you gained with a few pounds that you ate.
Foul was on Matt Meyer, and that is his 5th. So he has fouled out of the game with 10:09 to play. Gordon Turner is on the floor for the Bears. Gordon could get some big minutes here. 6'8" sophomore from Houston. A foul on the inbounds charge to Paul King. Well, the second team foul on Alcorn here in the second half. Here's the backcourt pressure again. Inbounds to Turner. To Flagler. To Sohan. The dish to Thamba for the dunk.
Maybe could have threw the lob right there, but same result either way.
14 now on the night by Thamba, and that is 7 of 7 from the floor. So the 2 posts for Baylor, Thamba and Tchatchoua, are combined 13 of 13 from the floor this evening. Baylor extends its lead, 73-40 over Alcorn. Drive and a nice driving layup for 2. Bruton with the basket. Break the pressure with the long pass again to Jordan Turner. Up and in for Jordan Turner.
Look, I'm here for Alcorn. I'm trying to extend the pressure, but you gotta get back. Once you cross half court, you have to be able to get back because it's just too easy, and you're just giving up easy layup after easy layup.
Now, Bears are breaking it pretty easily, and does lead to those easy buckets. (23-2) advantage, points off turnovers by the Bears. Sohan the rebound. Come the Bears on the run. Turner for 3. No good. Left side of the rim. Thamba. It's going to be a goaltend. 2 more for Flo Thamba. 16 on the night. Extends his career high. 77-42. Baylor on top. 8.5 minutes to play in this game. I'll say this too loud, King, but only 7 turnovers by the Bears in this game. That is really good.
That's good. Coach Drew always wants to stay under 9,
right,
or less turnovers. So right now they're on pace.
Wheels around Thamba. Shot no good. Thamba the rebound. Adam Flagler up the floor for Baylor. Season opening, drives through and lays it in with his left hand. Some signs of fatigue now for Alcorn.
Yeah, all that pressure, I mean, they're feeling it. They've been playing hard. One thing about them, they have competed this whole game. They have not tapped out. They continue to play hard. The coach has done a great job of enforcing that. But yeah, you're starting to see a little bit of fatigue.
Here's taking advantage. Close range shots, 8 of their last 9 from the floor. Runner right side, shot rolls out for Paul King. Kick out, the 3 is good from the right corner by Byron Joshua. Timeout, Alcorn trailing Baylor 79-45 with 7.5 center. Yeah, party like it's 1979 in the Farrell Center.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody enjoying this. #1 team in the nation, up big on Alcorn. Trying to stay one of the 6 unbeaten teams in college basketball. There's ball out of the timeout. Zach Loveday is off the bench. In for the first time tonight, 7-foot sophomore from Gallipolis, Ohio. He's shooting a 3, and he hit it from the left corner. Zach Loveday for 3.
Zach Loveday starting to play on the perimeter and show his 3-point shot that he's been working on. I'm kind of feeling it.
You know, he's a guy after pretty much every game, you know, crowd clears out, team goes to the locker room. He comes back out and gets some extra shots after games, not just after practice, but after games. Saw the benefit of that on that shot right there.
That says a lot about who he is. He wants to be great, and you can respect anybody like that.
Tchatchoua working hard, grabs the rebound. Good strong defense by Tchatchoua. James Akinjo brings it up for the Bears. Beats Kendall Brown. He's fouled. Drive to the basket. That'll get us to another timeout. 6:26 to play. 82-45. #1 team in the nation for Flo Thamba and Jonathan Tchamwa Tchatchoua. Neither have missed a shot from the floor tonight. Thamba, you see there, 8 of 8. Staying loose on the bike. And then Pastor Scott Brewer back there off the Baylor bench. And then Tchatchoua, who's on the floor now, 16 points on 6 of 6 from the floor, including 2 made 3-pointers. It's Kendall Brown shooting free throws for the Bears. A couple of them gets the Bears to 84 on the night. Matthew Driscoll tuned in watching us tonight. Foresaw this becoming a 40-point game, and almost there. 84-45, Baylor leads it, 6:10 to play. 5 kick back, 8 to shoot. Not long, Tchatchoua trying to get the rebound, can't save it inbounds. Going to stay with Alcorn with 20 on the shot clock.
Great hustle right there. Up by 39. You're still trying to get the loose balls, try to still win the 50-50 battles. So that can't go anywhere. You must do that all the time. That must be who you are. That must be your identity on the court.
Inbounds 3, no good. Tip, no good. Jordan Turner rips down the rebound for the Bears. Tchatchoua 1 rebound away from a double-double. Kendall Brown firing and hitting from 3-point range. Made 3 tonight by Kendall Brown. Gets him up to 16 points as well. Balanced scoring. Every player but one that's played has scored in this game. Get your man Mitchell Paul out there, King.
Yeah, get Mitchell. Get
Sachs
out there.
Sachs, yeah, get those guys in there.
Keep John in the game, too. Oh.
There's a follow shot, good by DJ Brute. John Love down at the far end of that bench. It's Langston Love's brother. 87-47. Bears who lead by 40. Dish by Akinjo, tipped out of bounds. Will stay with the Bears. Under 5 minutes to go. Look at catch and shoot there by Kendall Brown for the 3-pointer.
Not known for his 3-ball, but he can do it. Kendall Brown, honestly, probably the quietest scorer. Like, other than his dunks that are, like, loud, but you look at the stat sheet, he has, like, 16, 17 points. You probably only realize his 3-4 dunks, but He's very consistent and knows who he is, knows his game very well. Good pass right there.
Loveday firing another three. This one's too strong, no good. Hit a three earlier from the left corner. 4.5 minutes to play. A whistle will stop play, and ball's headed the other way. James Breeding will tell us it is a foul on Alcorn's Darius Marshall. Scott Drew going to work on his next 400 wins. His 400th milestone victory, the win over Oregon in Eugene on Saturday night. 78-70 was the final. 400 total, 380 of those here at Baylor.
Man, I'm really starting to like Coach Drew and the staff's fits. Like going away from the suits, I'm starting to like the fits, the polos, the golf shirts. I really like the fits that they're starting to wear. They're starting to look a little fresh.
I agree completely.
Yeah, they look
no
like
more suits.
Yeah, no more suits. Get rid of the suits in college basketball.
I think it's happened.
Right, even the broadcasters, get rid of the suits in college basketball.
I am with you completely. You know, when Jay Wright comes in here and he's wearing a pullover, you know it's
look, and they
really
look good.
Hold.
If you look at both coaching staffs in that game, that's one of the first things I noticed on the sideline. Both teams and their coaches looked really, really good.
Right. Three-pointer, that is no good. Zach Loveday pulls down the rebound. The outlet, Honor looking off his back heel. Alcorn takes it away. Three-pointer is short, but the follow-up by DJ Bruton. 87-49, Bears lead it. Under 4 minutes to play in this game. Shuffled his feet there. Zach Loveday turned around. Thought he was right there in his grill. And turnover Bears, gives the ball to Alcorn. Following a timeout. For athletics is done. Thanks to President Livingstone for that as well. But Mac recognized by the Sports Business Journal as the athletic director of the year in college athletics.
Here we go. The only athletic director that doesn't wear socks.
Points in the paint. It was pretty even at halftime. Second half, Baylor has the advantage and the advantage for the game. Kinjo turned away. Look at that. Dipsy-do for the layup by DJ Bruton.
Oh, I thought Bruton was about to try to take off.
Got around Jordan Turner for the bucket. It's a 6-0 run now by Alcorn State over the last minute 48.
Bruton looked like he was about to try to dunk on somebody, but tricked the saw right there in midair with the up and under. Oh my goodness, that is
switching hands. Yeah, what a shot. What a shot. Turnover Bears, Zach Loveday and Alcorn with the ball. Ball out of bounds, and James Breeding says out of bounds off a Baylor player. Officials will talk about it.
What?
It's going to stay that way.
Ref, are you okay, ref?
So Alcorn's ball.
Oh. I was about to say, are you okay?
No, it is Baylor's ball. There you go.
So that was obvious.
Yeah. Off the leg, out of bounds, and Baylor's ball. Good job by the officials communicating with each other on that call. Bonner inbounds. Give to a Kinjo. Jets across the timeline. Under 3 minutes to play. 87-51 Baylor. Jordan Turner, a three, rims out. Loveday, the rebound, goes for the putback and is hammered. So Zach Loveday will shoot free throws. Foul on Darius Marshall. Again, after tonight, Bears won't play again till the 28th. Some time off for Christmas. Play Northwestern State here in the Farrell Center on December 28th. From there, right into Big 12 conference play. January 1st, Baylor in Ames against Iowa State. Now 2 unbeaten teams, Baylor and Iowa State.
Could potentially be a top 10 matchup. I am looking forward to that one.
Nice touch by the 7-footer Loveday for the free throw that gets Baylor to 88 points. Tchatchoua dribbles on the perimeter. Passes on the baseline. Underhand dish stolen by Sohan. Ahead to Akinjo. A layup for James Akinjo.
Way to draw the contact. Take him completely out the play by hitting his body first. And an easy layup.
He had 17 in the win over Oregon on Saturday. He's got 14 tonight. Drive by Agnew, and the bucket is good.
Great take right there, Agnew. And there we go. We see the walk-ons coming in the game.
There we go. Baylor's going to call the timeout just to get these guys off the bench. So it's Mitchell Paul, Austin Sachs, and Langston Love's older brother. Fun to see these guys, Nick King, who work so hard in practice, get some minutes in a game.
Yeah, I mean, I say it every time I'm here. If I'm going to walk on, I am not passing the ball. You do not get these opportunities that much. Go get a bucket.
There's Love with the ball back near midcourt. Gordon Turner, long range three, no good. Sachs the rebound, the putback, no, but Zach Loveday misses the putback as well. A couple of shots at it there from close range. Drive, block shot.
That like it hurt.
Going to be a foul called on Zach Loveday. King, tell everybody about Mitchell Paul. He's a guy, he's a senior here at Baylor. He's been at Baylor, just added to the team this year.
Yeah.
Gives you a lot of credit for that.
This summer, I was down here training for the TBT, and you see the block right here by Zach Loveday, out of contact. But Mitchell Paul was able to work out with me. Basically his audition to be a walk-on was to give me rest breaks. So I'd work out with Coach P. His workouts are super intense, very hard, and I needed somebody else to work out with me to get like a 2-minute rest break. And Mitchell Paul was that guy. So they threw him in there, put him in Coach P drills, had me play a lot of one-on-one with them. Realized that Mitchell Paul was like tough. I mean, in order to go through one of his workouts, you have to be mentally tough and physically tough. He was able to endure time and time again. Didn't complain about reps because I was getting all the reps and was really just there to serve. And Coach Drew loved that. Coach P loved it. As a result, he's now a walk-on and right now on the court.
There he is. He's got the ball. That's Mitchell Paul from Leawood, Kansas. The Jordan Turner drive and is hammered. Another thing Mitchell brings to this team, he's just got such an upbeat personality, positive, and keeps encouraging. He's a real encourager.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that a lot when I was working out with him. I mean, I'd be tired, and he'd be the main cheerleader over there just supporting me, cheering me on, and that type of leadership, that type of person in a walk-on is huge because they provide so much support. They're your main guys supporting the team. When you're coming off, you talk to them about anything. My walk-on was Austin Mills, John Hurd, Jackson Moffitt. I mean, those guys all bring the same qualities. That's what Coach Drew looks for in a walk-on. You know, you have to be able to support your team, they support your brothers, and that's why when they're out there and they score, the team cheers and the team celebrates because those guys mean so much to the program.
Final minute of this game. Baylor up 91-55. Agnew went for the dunk, didn't get it. Long rebound by Montgomery. And that one will roll in.
One of them had to make it.
So 91-57, final minute of the game. Paul, ball away to Kajana Love. He's fouled in the backcourt. Game will extend to shoot free throws here late second half.
Alcorn State foul number 5, His first personal
Really is good to see those guys get some minutes on the floor.
It is, for sure. It's always good when you're ahead by that much. On the flip side, if you're down by 20, down by 25, then the walk-ons get in the game. That's not a good feeling.
It's not good. His free throw by Love.
Oh.
Right elbow jumper, no good. Love the rebound. Here come the Bears. Jordan Turner, pull up three, and he got it from the right side. 6 on the night by Jordan Turner. It's a season high for Jordan Turner. Love will bring it up, and he'll circle out of there and just hold the ball on his right hip. Final seconds of this game. Bears extend the nation's longest winning streak to 17 straight. Now 11-0 on the season as the top-ranked Baylor Bears win tonight over Alcorn State. 94-57 the final score.
Took care of business.